Hola Mexico, viva Mexico!
Sen så när jag åkte upp där efter start då, eller efter vad?
Deu 19 que controla a basqueta.
Salta, deixa que entrar.
Schroeven, even schroevendraadje pakken, kleintje.
31-61, la 01, tení 7 minutos.
It's just going to be a long 6 days, you know.
Just when you thought it was safe to sit at home and watch the QVC network, I pop onto your TV whenever you get a chance. My name is Jerry Bernardo. This is MotoWorld 2. We're here at the ISDE in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Rocks, 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 slop, slime, snot, crap. You know what? There's guys that want to ride over that stuff.
If it ain't tough, it ain't enduro. And you never quit.
Day one, over 100 guys sucked out. Pasted, beat by the rocks. Keyword right here, off-road. Off-road, not motocross, not flat track, not Evel Knievel doing a big jump. Now a lot of people don't know what an ISDE is, so Tom is going to tell you exactly in layman's terms what an ISDE is. Go.
It's an event that's a closed course competition. It's 130 miles a day, one bike for the entire 6 days. You're never allowed to change the bike. There's marked parts on it. You can't change wheels, shocks, motor is marked. All work that's done on the bike is done by the rider himself. He's allowed no outside assistance at all.
You get up, you get 10 minutes to work on your bike. You get on your bike, you suck wind over nasty, gnarly rocks. You get your butt whooped. Nobody can help you. They can give you fluid, water, gas. Don't drink the gasoline. You got to go into these things called terrain tests. All right, they clock you in, they clock you out. Fast guy win. That's a pretty easy explanation. No parts can be changed. Same bike. This thing is taking a beating the whole time. Then you come in the end of the day, bang, bada boom, bada bang. You're wicked tired, suck and paste. Stuff's coming flying out your nose like what he writes about. Yeah, right. Anyhow, back to me. 10 more minutes, you gotta change tires. 2 tires, bib moves, grease, Vaseline, what's that stuff? Monkage. Monkage, you know what monkage is? When you ride, you sit down, even if you stand up a lot, if you ride for 6 days in a row, you get this circle around, dare I say, your derriere. It's called monkage, it's called baboon butt. At the end of all of this, if you have survived and finished, and on day 3, 300 people have dropped out, sorry to say you were one of them. But that's all right, because he entered and I didn't, because I'm a squid, and he's a prestigious editor of Dirt Rider magazine, and all-around sexy human being. If you live through this, you're the man. And the man today would probably be the guy from France.
Stephane Peterhansel. He's definitely the best overall all-round rider in the world right now.
Peut-être, mais bon, yes, he's leading, but he said that the terrain tests are really dangerous because they're really fast. So any mistake could cost a really big crash, and actually everything could be over by that.
And at the end of this, if he wins, not only is he going to get the big gold trophy, I'm giving him my hat.
MW2 is brought to you by Honda Motorcycles, the leader in on and off-road fun. Honda, come ride with us. And by Suzuki. Right now, your Suzuki dealer has the ride you've been waiting for and the financing to get it.
Day one, this was all grass. Look at it, it's like a superhighway. It looks like a little Unadilla down there. All right, that little white prison bus over there is Timing Central, where they actually start the beginning of the time grass track. Times will eventually determine the overall winner because everything is down to the millisecond here at the ISDE. You know, someday I'll own all this. But until then, this guy does. Jack Zink, VIP. Okay, well, let's put it this way. I had to ask one of the Italians, of course, in my native tongue of Italian, Hai visto molti sassi? Did you see many rocks? And the look on his face, that's all I've heard is rocks, rocks, rocks. They just hold their heads. Everybody's coming in, beat riding around here.
Yeah, but
those Italians, they really get it on, don't they? Gee, they're marvelous riders. It's beautiful to watch them work through all this stuff.
Well, you must have been pretty busy because it's day 5 and, you know, either you've been hiding from me or something. I don't know what Janet said, but what's the scoop? I thought we were going to get together, do some stuff, shoot some ski.
You've been hiding. Are you sure you've been here?
Well, I'm a moto journalist extraordinaire, Jack, and I've been out there kind of just getting the story.
Yeah.
How much is this costing us? What? Time is the fastest American last year. How's it going out there? A little wet?
It's really slippery out there, really rocky, and it's really tough.
So it's day 3. How you feeling? You're doing pretty good. You look kind of exuberated, if that's a word.
Yeah, I'm hanging in there, Jerry. It's going to be a long week, and I think you just can't make any mistakes.
LR's not running mooses, but how long does it take him to change 2 tires with tubes?
Yesterday I was pretty impressed. Danny and Ty changed their mooses front and rear in 7 minutes.
Unbelievable. The wet, the more it rained last night, the more you smiled. You got what you wanted. What's it like?
Well, it didn't rain enough, really. I'd like it to rain all day. That would make it a lot more interesting.
I saw you just try and take Hines out. What's up with that? A little rivalry?
Yeah, I'm going to take him out before the 6th day. I'll take his gold right from him.
You're gonna steal his girl?
No, just the gold.
Man, I'm gonna go sit with these punks. How's it going?
Great.
Come on, not just the one-word answer. Hook me up, help me out.
Okay, it's great.
I'm the journalist, you're the rider.
It couldn't be any better.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and why you chose this career.
It's my dad's fault.
Hi, aren't you Logan Hirsch, the producer of MotoWorld?
I am indeed, yes.
Logan, tell us about your first injury on a motorcycle.
It was pretty dramatic. I was going down the interstate, you know, and there was this big truck full of chickens, and I just flew into the back. Feathers were going everywhere.
Not true. I witnessed the accident. Not true.
Sign language.
Sign language.
I'm really busy, Jerry. Go away.
Yeah, good option.
My first grass track was really bad this morning. I fell down, and it was real slippery, so I felt like I was getting ready to crash about every turn. So, I don't know, I just need to do better in the terrain test.
It's always exciting to interview you when you're working with a toilet brush.
1 minute, Ludo.
My dear close friend Art Ekman reminded me that MotoWorld 1 is first because MotoWorld 2 is 2, so you know how Art gets around me, you know. Talking to Guy Cooper.
Here you're making a great transition in this sport, guy. You're working with your own machine.
This has been a lot of fun, but I'm telling you, it's got a long 6 days. This is only day 3, and I'm ready to go home. But things are going pretty good. I got to get going now.
Hey, Coop, have some fun. This guy hurt himself falling out of a bunk bed, and this punk over here was shopping for Hummels with Steve Hatch, weren't you?
Yeah. Actually, I did.
He's a man of many words, can't you tell?
I did it going, I was doing a knack. I just passed Jeremy over the triples. It was great.
What's your secret?
Hold this thing wide open.
Okay, we'll talk to you geeks later. Hey, get a condom on that thing.
Jerry's show is all right.
Hell, I can go that fast. We're only for about 5 minutes.
Oh, come on, Jerry. Don't kid yourself. Never in a day.
Come on, man.
Never in a day.
Tell Brent the truth. You know, there's something on my mind right now.
How's the pads look in the back?
Sen så när jag åkte upp där...
Do you have a leak in the radiator now?
Yep.
You Ludo. Salta. Deixa que entrar. Right.
The Zinc Ranch served up 6 days of unpredictability. Only 60% of the riders were able to endure the entire contest. Changing weather conditions, a major cause of frustration and challenge. The first 2 days, riders suffered heat exhaustion and dehydration under hot and dusty conditions. Days 3 and 4, they faced cold winds and sporadic rainstorms.
So I'll be working all the sides of the trail looking for just a piece of grass to grab a hold of. You know, it's really slippery now.
The rain was just as tough on the bikes as it was on the riders, creating Oklahoma mud that eats away the machinery and makes pit stops a challenge.
Now that the ground or terrain is wetter and rockier and getting chewed up more, the smaller bikes are going to be using a lot more fuel, so fuel is really critical on us. So we're watching it at every checkpoint.
The temperamental weather was one thing, but the unrelenting rocky terrain had the Euros more than concerned.
I like a gas track, motocross test, but a country test, for me, I think it's very dangerous because there is a lot of trees, small tree, storm, so it's necessary to go fast, and I think it's very dangerous.
The terrain took care of the defending champions from Poland, who finished in 15th place. The French fell out of contention after the second day, losing 2 of their riders to injury, though Frenchman Stephane Peterhansel's smooth, near-perfect ride earned him top individual honors.
I'm here with Stephane Peterhansel. We're comparing abs. Feel this one. He's strong?
It's very strong.
What is this? Bleh, bleh, bleh.
No, it's very strong.
It's very soft.
No, it's strong.
But it does not matter because I'm a squid and you are the winner. Overall, are you going to be my little interpreter again?
C'est une pieuvre et toi t'es le vainqueur.
Et alors, il faut que je dise quoi?
Lui il s'est insulté lui-même et puis toi t'as gagné.
Do me a favor, try and make the questions and answers short because I don't understand and no one else does in TV land. We'd like to congratulate him in his overall.
You can cut me at any time.
That's all right. We'll congratulate him in his overall here at the Zinc Ranch.
Ok, félicitations pour ta victoire ici au ranch John Zink.
Merci beaucoup, thank you very much.
I got that. He said thanks. Ask him how it went for him.
Comment s'est passée la semaine pour toi?
Ouais, très dur, c'est des 6 jours très durs parce que les journées étaient très longues.
These sweaters are far too much expensive. What did he say, really?
No, really, what he said is like, the days were really long, but he loved the grass track, the special test, the way the course was laid out, even though it was really tough and very long in the trails.
Oh, well. I think that's going to have to be a wrap. Ludo, we've been here for 6 days. This guy's been riding around on rocks like a madman, and he still doesn't speak very much American.
J'aurais aimé voir son ami sur les arbres à poil.
He would have loved to see your friend from Florida, Butcher, in the trees.
The nude man.
Great Britain's Paul Edmondson and Finland's unlimited 4-stroke king, Kari Tianen, also dazzled fans with their mastery of the mud, rocks, trees, and slick grassy conditions. Just after day 1, there was little question the Italians would dominate. Second place Sweden had a glimmer of hope when Italian rider Tullio Peregrinelli suffered a severe shoulder injury, which almost cost his country the world trophy. But the Italians persevered to capture their 4th world title in 9 years.
The Italians are going mental because Fabio Farioli just stuffed the guy in the lead for first. Tutto va bene, Fabio!
The best thing is that we are good friends between us, and so you can be stronger.
Some disappointment from the American fans who saw the U.S. team in 3rd place after day 1. The team of Randy Hawkins, Ty Davis, Rodney Smith, Guy Cooper, Jeff Russell, and Scott Summers finished 9th. The fatal blow coming from Summers on day 4, a season-ending broken wrist after flipping over the handlebars.
And it's just a real disappointment, you know, there's so much work went into this, and I'd like to apologize to all the people at Honda and everybody that put so much effort into this, and Fred and my family, and you know, things just unfortunately didn't work out.
But Old Glory was out in full force at the final motocross. The Americans, out of contention, put on a show for the fans. Top American Ty Davis and local hero Guy Cooper battled for the best times. A real crowd thriller.
I looked down, and there's a yellow fender, and look, next thing you know, it was Cooper. And so I kind of backed off a little bit, and there was no way I was going to let Cooper win. There's no way. Not after all week.
Here's a look at the top 5. Italy leading Sweden by a sizable margin. Czechoslovakia, Germany, and Finland rounding out the top 5.
You guys are the only smart ones. You brought your own chef to cook. No one else brought the chef, just the Italians. Di giorno in giorno ti trovo sempre più bella. How am I doing? It's good?
The Italian driver need to eat 3 plates every evening to go faster the day after. This is the secret of the Italian team.
You know what kicking butt means?
No.
Dominira.
No, I don't know what it means.
Dominira.
Dominera, yeah.
Dominate. Now, don't make fun of me in TV land because I am American, not Italian. Dominera.
MotoWorld 2, it will be right back.
Live from Osage County, cooking with Janet and Jerry at the Zinc Ranch. How'd that sound?
Look at those beautiful. Oh, it smells wonderful. Have you added?
Go ahead and whack it in there.
Okay. Have you added the orange extract? Now, do you think for these people who are watching on television that you should give the recipe for this and what we're doing? You know.
Nah. I mean, rumor has it that you're the old man, but we don't like to hear that because you were in Mass in '73.
And that
now
wasn't,
you're here.
And that wasn't my first. That's the scary part about it.
Well, you don't have to go back that far. Let's just talk about the fact that the United States.
The last time it was,
ISDE.
the only other time it was in this country was in '73 in Mass, and I was on a team with Malcolm Smith and Ed Schmidt and Ronnie Bond, and we won what was then called the Silver Vase. And it was rocky and muddy and rainy and cold. It was awesome. It was New England, you know.
I seen that movie before.
It's great. So, you know, I want to come down here and play in the mud and rocks. And I've been coming to this ranch for, you know, more than 20 years racing enduro, so kind of have a feel for what it takes to go around here. That's true.
Okay, day 4, over 300 people have dropped out. What's up with those guys?
Oh,
come on, don't go easy. There's carnage, there's victims, there's corpses out there in the pond.
Well, and you know, the schedule was easy today, too. I think the problem is that people aren't really, they don't give this ranch enough respect. Because it'll just bite you instantly. You're just going like this, and all of a sudden, you're like on the ground in a pile of rocks, and that's the problem with these places. You have to maintain your focus all the time. And you can't ever think, yeah, I'm cool, I just did that, because it'll just slam you right then and there, you know? And I think that's one of the ways that some of these guys are like way off. They got their bikes, they think moto. They're just thinking moto test.
Right.
How am I gonna have my bike set up for this moto test? Well, you know, the fastest guy in the world on a motocross track isn't gonna cut it if he doesn't go all 6 days. And I just got my bike working really good in the rocks, so it doesn't beat me up, and I just kind of flow along and don't spin a tire, and it just, you know, it just makes it easy. And then I'm not the fastest guy on the test, but you know, those days are like way behind me, so I don't care.
There's trail riding, and then there's racing. You're out there trail riding, okay, that's good, but when you start to wick it up, that's when you're going to get in a jam if you don't pay attention.
I'll tell you, one of the problems I had yesterday, I had not such a great day because the schedule was real easy. And you just, if you kind of cruise it a little bit, I can't keep my focus as well. I'd rather ride fast. Not.
Yeah, that's what we like to hear, punk.
Not so fast that I don't have my safety margin, but fast enough so I'm like aggressive and paying attention and looking up the trail and even if I come in 15, 20 minutes early, who cares?
45 minutes, and that thing will be brown, golden across the top with all almonds. It's unbelievable. It was so good, I moaned and smoked a cigarette after I ate it. If you know what I mean. Like in the movies, you know, those movies. Slap my hand, because I'm awful. Yeah.
Look at this almond tart.
When I tell you I'm coming back to cook, I'm coming back to cook.
I think that's fantastic.
You think it's fantastic?
I mean,
just look at it. Wait till you taste it. Smell it. Go in for a nasal close-up.
This is the adequate conclusion of the 69th running of the International Six Day Enduro, let me tell you that.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up on this.
Drive-by shoutings rule at the Zinc Ranch.
MW2 has been brought to you by Honda Motorcycles, the leader in on and off-road fun. Honda, come ride with us. And by Suzuki. Right now, your Suzuki dealer has the ride you've been waiting for and the financing to get it.
Listen, I put in a big request to talk with the American Trophy team, but there's only 4 guys. I can count to 6. Who's missing? Rodney, Summers. Who wants to diss who first? Let's start with you.
All right, you know, I guess, you know, the fact that we probably could have had a podium stand if it wasn't for Summer, so I guess he's like not even here, you know?
Wait a second, we still love the guy, though. I mean, he put in a good effort.
He did a great job, just kidding, you know. Everybody gets hurt, and, you know, it just takes one rock out of here. But, you know, like I said, this was the best team, I think, the Americans have sent to the 6 days, and I was just proud to be part of it.
Okay, we got the debut performance of the young Oklahoma resident, Guy Cooper. Let's just catch you guys. What do you think? How do you think he did, Ty?
Cooper did really good. I had my thoughts at the beginning of the week. If it keep going, you know, and not hit a tree or something. But he managed to be really good, and I'm proud of him. And we had a great dice in the final moto.
Yeah, that was a killer moto. What about you, Jeff? What do you think of Coop? You know, you thought he was going to try and do a big jump, show off, try that knack.
Well, I tell you what, we all got together and had like a training camp get together, and I was like the one breaking down, having problems with my bike, so all these guys were probably sitting around worried.
Look who just snuck in only moments after a vicious bashing. Look at this. They bashed him so hard, he's already been to the medic unit. Hey, they were hopping on you bad.
It was Randy. I deserve it.
Well, let's hear what you got to say for yourself, even though you put in a great show.
I blew it, hit the ground. Broke bones. We lost.
What about this? You four guys now, we can turn to him. Top American last year. Top American this year? You have like a good, bad habit of dominating all this stuff?
I don't know.
Are you second OA?
I don't know. I sure hope so.
What do you think? You're doing a good job. No, really, that final moto with Coop, people were going off in the crowd.
Oh, I bet. It was, I didn't know it was Cooper. You know, I thought it was Peterhansel, and there was no way I was going to let him win. And next thing you know, I'm dicing with Cooper, and we're locked bars, and we're both like almost going down, and I look over and it's a yellow fender, and I'm like, wait a minute, who's this?
Now check this out. Peterhansel's excuse is arm pump. What do you think? A little training problem there?
Yeah, probably. Most likely.
But I am a squid. Okay, I want to ask Scott real quick. These guys were dissing on you pretty hard, so do you have anything to say about them? Let's pick on Coop first, because he was the virgin of the group, and I don't like to use the V word.
I'm not saying a word.
Start with, you know, Guy, I'm not scared to die, Cooper here, air. You know, we was kind of worried at first in the, you know, at the 6 days here. We figured he'd like double jump some kind of rock and you know, maybe be some kind
Never
of
land.
yellow mess on a tree, but he did a great job. And like I said, the Suzuki guys did really well. Let's say Ty, Scott, everybody. You know, we had 4 guys in the top 5 basically after day 4. I mean, you know, that's awesome for showing for the Americans. So the guys did a great job, and I see Rodney just now sneaking in here. You know,
Okay, Rodney, we've all been given chances to make fun of each other. Look at what a handsome kid. How about, let's just talk about Jeff for a second. He stepped up to the plate and got on the 4-stroke. Did a pretty good job, huh?
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to ride the 4-stroke. You know, it's a harder class to ride. The bike's heavier, and in these rocks and stuff, I give him a lot of credit. He did really well.
How'd things go for you out there?
Well, you know, I struggled along all week. I had some problems with my wrist. I hurt a wrist prior to the event, and then day 1 I crashed and hurt my other good wrist. So, you know, I suffered all week with that, but I think, you know, overall I did all right. You know, I was a little disappointed with myself, but I hung in there as a team.
The end of the 6 days. You told me 1 week or so before you came here, was up the house, fighting with some bib mooses. I'm like, oh, he's going to do a 4-minute bib moose. He's up there hissing and moaning. You said you didn't want to come back here. Then you came back, being a top American, probably second overall. How'd you do it?
I don't know. I just
Did
held
Larry teach you anything?
Yeah, Larry showed me some tricks, you know, and you showed me some tricks training out
Yeah,
there.
right. Puking up lime jello.
There you go. Nah, I just, you know, I held in there and I tried to do the best I could, and that's all I could do. You know, if I got hurt, I got hurt. I just let it all hang out in the special test and, you know, held it together.
How was it riding that 4-stroke KTM?
Definitely one of the hardest things I've done. I don't have a lot of experience on the 4-stroke, and definitely tested my perseverance out there.
But in your final moto, you were second on the whole shot. You had some power going to the ground.
Yeah, it was okay. Like I said, I need to, if I was going to do this more, I need to ride it more and go to the gym a little more. But all in all, it was okay. I look back on it, I was hating life a little bit this week, but it ended up pretty good.
Guy told me that if he had to do this all over again, he would have really wicked it up on day 1 because everybody got him a little bit nervous, thought he might drive over his head.
I want to say one thing. Guy really did a great job. I mean, this guy, for what he used to do, doing supercrosses, all the fame and glory and everything, but, you know, you take this guy, come out here, and he did a great job this week.